Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to this Draw My Life version of my weight loss story. Why Draw My Life, you ask me? Because I'm retro like that. That's how we do it on this channel. So let's dive right into it, and let's start from the beginning, my childhood. As a kid, I was always pretty chubby. I wasn't really overweighted, but I wasn't really skinny either. My mom educated me very well about my health when I was younger. She didn't let me count the calories in everything I ate or anything, but she taught me that eating too much bad food will make you gain weight, and sitting in front of the TV all day will result in a bad physical state. So, on nice sunny days, I had to go play outside and get away from the TV or computer. Or my mom would walk around the block with me, or take me to the forest to search for pretty leaves to craft things with later. To be honest, on sunny days I still expect my mom to storm into my room and make me go outside. So as a kid I knew very well what was good for me and what wasn't, but I would still sneak up to the candy cabinets when my mom was outside or upstairs, and I would hit the candy wrappers. Fast forward. By the time I went to high school I was already insecure about my weight, and it only grew worse as I also gained more weight. Growing up I did do sports. I did street dance for about 6 years and steps aerobic for about 2. Oh, and I also did judo for a while, but let's not talk about that. But even though I was always active, my diet was terrible. I barely ate fruits and vegetables and compromised it with cookies and chocolate. Fortunately, I was never bullied because of my weight, but my self-image was so low my thinking patterns started to change, and I was actually bullying myself. I always thought things like, you can't do that because you're fat. They don't like you because you're fat. You can't wear that because you're fat. Hear them laughing? They're laughing because you're so fat. So I started to look for fast and easy results to lose weight. I tried drastic and unrealistic diets like yogurt diets, skipping meals, and yes, I even started throwing up my meals. Fortunately, I didn't keep up with those methods for very long, and I'm glad, because those ways to lose weight are terrible. It's bad for your digestion, for your teeth, your stomach, your throat. It's disgusting. On the other hand, because I couldn't keep up with those methods, I felt even more like a loser. And by the time I went to college, I basically hit rock bottom, and I started to neglect myself. I didn't bought or wear nice clothes, my hair was a mess, I started smoking, and I gained even more weight. I just thought, yeah, I'm already fat, there's nothing left to lose. And it sounds pretty innocent, but let me try to explain the feeling. At this point, when I looked in the mirror, I wasn't counting my flaws anymore, and I wasn't taking poses to make myself look skinnier. No, when I looked in the mirror, tears would fill my eyes. It was more than just disliking what I saw. It was a feeling of absolute disgust when I looked at myself. At this point, I was very busy with school and I worked a lot at my part-time job. So this sounds like a bad excuse. What it basically is now I'm thinking about it. But I told myself I didn't have the time or energy to go to the gym. This went on until I saw a picture of myself that was made at a friend's party that totally shocked me. I couldn't believe how bad and neglected I looked. So from this point I started to make small changes in my diet. And even though it weren't major changes, like cutting down on soda and sauces, I managed to lose a little weight. I also tried home workouts and running outside, but it didn't work out for me. And about a year later I finally made the step to go to an actual gym. And that decision turned my world upside down. It was just a matter of time before exercising became an addiction. In the first week I participated in every single group class to find what I like to do. But the most magical moment was when I stepped into my first Zumba fitness class. I didn't really know what to expect, but I went there because I heard it was some sort of dance class. And, well, I like dancing. And after the first couple of songs I was sold. I got persuaded by the music and the movements, but what made me really love Zumba is being part of something. Finally fitting in. When I started, I participated in Zumba class 3 times a week. Besides that, I went to 2 freestyle classes, and freestyle is a class where cardio is combined with toning of whatever muscle the teacher pleases, and 1 weightlifting class. Later that expanded with 1 more freestyle class and kickboxing class. For those of you who counted with me, that makes 8 hours of working out a week. I was actually looking forward to every workout because they gave me so much positive energy. But of course, it wasn't always without trouble. And I'm not even talking about the sore muscles or the long nights I had to make to catch up with my homework. I'm talking about that little fuck in the back of my head saying, "You are embarrassing yourself. Everyone can see your fat shaking. Oh my god, you can't even hold a plank for 30 seconds? Look at that older lady lifting more weights than you. Are you really gonna throw up after doing high knees for 60 seconds, you weak piece of shit?" So yeah, I considered quitting often in the beginning, but I kept coming back because I like to work out so much. I know it sounds really conflicting, but it's true. Let's skip to about a half a year later. I was still on my workout plan and I started to eat healthier. And even though I could feel and see some changes about my body, I never measured them. One day I decided to step on a scale for the first time in a very long time. I never weighed myself when I was at my heaviest, but I assume I weighed around 85 kilos. So it came as a total shock to me when I saw the number 68 on the scale. I mean, I already thought I lost some weight, but I never thought it would be that much. Mainly because I wasn't actively dieting. I was paying attention to what I ate and I was still working out around 6 to 8 hours a week, but I also still ate chocolate and fries and stuff like that. This was a huge surprise and a big motivation for me to keep going. And working out became so much more fun as time went on. I met a lot of lovely people, noticed my body getting stronger and actually started to see results. Oh, and those negative thoughts were put back in place. Every now and then one managed to slip through, but I guess we all have our weak moments. Fast forward to the present. About 3 years ago, in February 2014, I joined my local gym. And if you told me back then that I would stand where I stand today, I probably would have laughed or punched you in the face or something. No fucking way I would have believed when you told me that I would be a freaking Zumba instructor by now. I am happy to say that I'm finally satisfied with my body right now. The fact that I'm able to say that is my greatest achievement. Only 3 years ago, I was one sad little girl who believed she couldn't achieve anything because of her weight. Today I am no longer ashamed of myself and learned that you can achieve anything if you are willing to work hard for it. Of course there are days I feel fat, ugly or worthless, but those moments often go away as soon as they came. And I mean, don't we all have those days sometimes? But what I'm most proud of is the overall positive attitude I developed. When I started this journey, I was extremely shy and grumpy. I was really defensive because I was afraid to be judged by my appearance. I considered everyone an enemy until proven otherwise. Today I am more open to new people and giving people I already know some sort of second chance and to new experiences. I am no longer afraid. Of course I still have nerves when I try something new and I'm still an introvert, but I'm heading in the right direction. So this was my story on how I lose weight and became an overall happier and healthier person. Of course there's some room for improvements, but I believe that you should always have some sort of goal that you can strive for. I've seen so many people creating incredible results and I'm sure they all have their own incredible stories. Moral of my story? I would like to end this video with a quote I heard from a Dutch stand-up comedian, Theo Maas. Some say you have to accept what you cannot change. I believe you have to change what you cannot accept. Thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!